Good morning everyone, how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. If you're new here, my name is Angelica. Today I'm going to chat about eyeshadow palettes that I wish they brought back because these are discontinued, and I just thought, why not talk about it, because Colourpop recently brought back this palette, the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So they brought back the whole collection and I love this palette. I've talked about this palette and sometimes I've talked about it and I'm just like, I'm sorry you cannot get it anymore, and I kind of wish you did because it's amazing. This is the palette anyway. You can buy it at Colourpop right now. It's so cute and it's such a good quality. I have had it, I don't know when they released it, maybe, I don't know if it was 2 years ago or something, but it still performs so good. And this look, by the way, I don't know if it's already up or if it's coming. If it's coming, it's on Friday. But anyways, this is a beautiful palette. And then I actually came up with this idea, talk about palette that is discontinued that I wish they would bring back. So I have a lot of Colourpop here actually because they bring out so many palettes, and they also discontinue a lot of palettes because they are collab palettes. They are not limited edition palettes. So yeah, I'm gonna scooch because this is the only palette I don't own that I really wish they could bring back. So it's this palette from Colourpop. It's the Tinkerbell. Let's see here. You know the Tinkerbell collection? I didn't buy this palette, by the way. This is the Sparkle a Little Magic. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Greens and dusty pinks, and you have dark shades, you have shimmers. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and I regretting not getting it a lot. I mean, maybe they're gonna bring it back, maybe not, but it's beautiful anyway. I wish I had it in my possession, but I don't have it. But tell me down below, guys, do you own this palette? Do you love it? Probably you do. It's a beautiful palette anyway. I wish I got it, and I wish they could bring it back. Okay, let's start with Colourpop. I have a lot of Colourpop palettes here that I wish they could bring back. First, it is a collab palette between Bambi and Colourpop. I've talked about these so many times. I will say this one, Thumper, is my absolute favorite one. I cannot live without this palette. It's small, it's compact, as you can see. It's so cute, by the way. I mean, it's just gorgeous. I love this. I wish they could bring these back because these are amazing. Look at this little palette here. If you like this color story, I feel like this color story reminds me of the Tinkerbell, but you just have one green here, but the dusty like purpley pinks with green, it's like the same vibe, but it's in a mini form. But you have like this like mauve pink, and you have this a little bit darker, more cool tone purple, and then you have actually a really dark purple, but it is like a sequin, so it's some glitter in it, but you can just tap your brush if you want to get that. And you have two shimmers, one pink and one green. This is beautiful. I use this from time to time. I love this little palette. It's amazing. I wish they could bring it back. And then we have Flower. They had these three in this collection, these three eyeshadow palettes. So it's so gorgeous. You can see it's bright, like purpley shades. You have this kind of a white, beautiful shimmer as well. You have a really dark, so like sequin shadow again. Beautiful, beautiful palette. And then you have the Bambi. Are so cute. I cannot. So cute. Here you have the more neutral shades, so if you like neutrals and you want to travel, this is a perfect like palette to travel with. You just have one shimmer though, but if you like gold, this is perfect. It's almost like a yellowish gold. It's beautiful. And you have the dark, you have the mid shades, you have the lights. It's just gorgeous. So yeah, I wish they could bring that back. And then we have a palette that definitely they should bring back because of the Barbie movie, and it's of course the Malibu Barbie palette and the Malibu Barbie collection. I was obsessed when that collection came out. I bought almost everything. Not everything. I bought 2 lip kits. It was 3 lip kits in that. I obviously bought the mirror, as you can see here. I bought the palette. I bought the highlighter. I was obsessed. I love the packaging. I love everything about that collection, and this palette is amazing. I will tell you guys, I hope they could bring it back because it's beautiful, and maybe it looks very bright and very like colorful because it is, but it's also very nice and neutral shades here. So if you want to do neutral, you have these 3 shimmers here. That is amazing. This one is, it's amazing. And you have some brown, you have some lighter shades here, and then you have this beautiful bright pink shade, and you have the turquoises if you like that. But you can also do like a sunset look. You can see like with these, it's just a beautiful palette with a beautiful quality, and I love it so much. So definitely could see them bringing back this one because of the movie, but now it's like the movie is out now, and I don't feel like if they would release it again, it would be when they had like the premiere of the Barbie movie, and now it's like, yeah, it's a little bit old now. I have one more palette from Colourpop. This is my all-time favorite palette from Colourpop. My all-time favorite palette maybe in my collection, and it's the Limoncello palette. I love this palette. I always bring this one when I go traveling. Just the theming, I love Italy and I love lemons, I love lemon prints, I love limoncello, I love everything about this. I mean, just the front is so beautiful. It's a little bit raised. It's a beautiful theming, and I love they have like a little lemon here, but look at this palette. It's gorgeous. If you like neutrals though, because I love neutrals, but I also love like yellow, and you have a green here. You have a blue if you want to do a blue look. I actually have done that because I'm not into blue, but with combining blue with some neutrals, I feel like that works for me. But just like a blue look, I wouldn't do. But this blue and this green goes really nice together. And you have all the shades you need if you love neutrals. I feel like you have the dark, a little more red, you have a little more yellow leaning. You can go either way here, and it's just gorgeous, and it's nice quality, and I love this so much. I hope they bring it back. They could actually bring the whole collection back, and then I maybe would buy some more. I don't know, but I just love the theming and everything about that. Another palette, this is more like this is an indie brand, and then I have 2 more palettes. So I know there's a lot of collab palettes with influencers or makeup creators, and Odens Eye has that all the time, I feel like now, but I love this palette here. This is the Hela palette in collaboration with Angelica. Angelica is from Sweden, and I'm from Sweden, and we have the same name, so I know how to pronounce her name. So this is her collab with Odens Eye. She has more collabs now, but I think this was the first collab she had with them, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, this is the Hela palette, and I love this palette. Maybe this is not the first. Anyways, I love this anyway. I think they could bring this back, and it would sell frequently, I think, because if you love like I love this. This is the best shade ever. I mean, this is one of my favorite shades in my whole collection. This is so beautiful, this Rebirth. It's like a very light yellow, and it's beautiful to have in your inner corner or on the lid to do like maybe a matte look. And I love these shades here as well. I love that it goes from dark. You have some dark options here. This purpley dark shade, you have a green dark, you have a brown. I love that it's neutrals here as well, because I do love neutrals, and if you want to do a more neutral look, you can also do that. And I love the greens here, these like swampy greens. That is my favorite greens. You have like this green as well. I don't use this that much. I love these kinds of greens here. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you have some pinks here if you want to do that, but I think it would be nice to bring this back and have it permanently in their collection like on the website, so you can buy it, because it's very, very beautiful. And yeah, you can do a lot of looks with that palette. Okay guys, I'm just popping in here. How could I forget this? This is definitely a palette that I wish Odens Eye would bring back again. I mean, this is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes in my whole collection. This one and the Limoncello palette. I mean, this is the Merry Christmas palette. They came out with 2. I think it was 2 years ago, and here it is. I have used this so much. I don't know if you can see, but this is the perfect palette. I love this palette. It's so beautiful. You have so many dark shades here and beautiful sparkly shades. This green shifts in pink. I don't know if you will be able to see, maybe. This one also is like a duochrome. You have this beautiful orange, pink, and this emerald greens and gold. I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful palette, and I don't know how I could forget it, but that's why I'm popping in here to include this, of course. I really hope they bring this back again, and look at the front, stunning. Another palette I would love to see come back is this one from Beauty Bay. I think they released this around maybe Valentine's Day because it's love themed. This is Love Notes, and it's absolutely gorgeous, guys. I mean, if you love pinks and purples, this is the palette you need in your life. I mean, I love this palette. I love the lavender purples here, and you have a really dark one here as well, and you have different kinds of purples. You have the more pinky tones, the cool tone tones. You have pinks here, and you have a dark matte here as well, and you have some neutrals here as well, and I love this. And it's a very creamy formula when it comes to the shimmers, but I use my fingers with these. But if you have long nails, I don't know, maybe you should do like, you know, these sponge tip applicator things instead, because that grabs these creamy shadows really nice. Like, it grabs them and you can actually apply it, because it can be quite hard with just a regular brush. But it's a beautiful palette. I love it so much, and I'm always very sad when I'm telling you guys like you cannot get it anymore, but I'm not sure if they have brought it back or at some point, but I really hope they do, because I feel like it's a beautiful, beautiful palette, and I love this palette so much. This is the last palette I'm gonna talk about, and it's from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's the Sultra palette. I don't know, I cannot find it anywhere, and I know they brought it back. When I bought this one, they brought it back, because before that it was discontinued. It was limited edition, I believe, and then they brought it back with some kind of like a kit. I got a mascara, I got maybe a liner, and this palette like in a kit. Anyways, guys, this is the palette, and I love this color story. I love cool tones, so if you don't like cool tones, I don't think this is a palette for you, but I do love they have this grayish, black and silver tones here, but they also have the brown, so if you want to go brown, you can do that. And I don't know, this pop of pink, I don't know what it does, but I don't use it in this palette. I just mainly use the neutrals, and you have a lot of nice neutral shimmers here as well, and I just think this is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous palette. And it reminds me a little bit now when I see it, you know, Natasha Denona and Huda Beauty just came out with two palettes, or one palette each. The Huda one I am so tempted to get. I'm gonna pop up a picture, guys. Something grunge. I love that color story. I am obsessed. I feel like I want to grab that, but it's quite expensive, guys. So for me to buy that, I don't know. I want to feel it. I want to see the quality. Maybe go into Sephora and feel it, feel the shimmers. But it looks so gorgeous, you guys. And I don't know. I don't know if these are kind of the same vibe, because you have a silver, the gray tone, the brown. I don't know, the grunginess in this one. And the Natasha Nona, you can see it here, it's a lot darker, like more gray toned and dark, but still you can maybe get something similar, like similar looks with this. I don't know, but I just had that in mind when I saw this right now, because I have been eyeing these two palettes because I love like the grungy, dark, gray, silvery color story. But yeah. So I hope they bring this back, because it's a very beautiful palette, and I love this like very glittery front here, like it's very, very glam. Okay, guys, that was it. That was me talking about all these palettes I want the brands to bring back. to life. Do you have any palettes? Tell me down below if you have a palette or you know a palette you want the brand to bring back again. I would love to hear that. I probably have missed a lot because there is so many palettes and some of them just discontinue and we forget about it, but when we see, it's like, oh, that palette, I really wanted that. So tell me down below, and I hope you have enjoyed this video, guys. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you want that, of course, and I'll see you in my next one. Take care, guys. Bye.